This is Natural Powerlifting Radio. You're listening to Iron Boy Talk, a drug-free strength and powerlifting podcast with Keith Payne and Rob Wess.
Okay, Rob, since we're having an odd lift meet this weekend, I thought we'd touch on odd lifts today.
Okay. The strict curl has 3 commands. You have a curl command, a down command, and a rack command. Once you hear bars loaded, lifter comes to the platform, unracks the weight, step back and assume the starting position, and then you get the curl command. You curl upward to a finished curled position, which is the wrist has to pass the bottom of the forearm, and will be visually explained at the lifter meeting. It's kind of hard to explain it verbally without a visual. And at that point, you get a down command, and you need to return to the starting position and wait for the rack command. Now, the starting position is just an erect position, holding the bar at full length. We don't expect you to be hyperextended, but we're looking for a somewhat cheated position, so you can't be in a partially curled position and get the curl command. So you need to be in a regular erect position holding the barbell. And at that point, you get the curl command. And like I said, you curl the bar upward to the finished position and wait for the down command, and then wait for the rack command. Once you get the curl command, there can be no forward movement of the body, which means the knees can't move forward, the hips can't move forward, and the shoulders can't move forward. There will be a slight flex movement of the shoulders forward, which is normal and expected. But once the bar gets heavier, that becomes more obvious as a momentum way to get the bar moving. And that's what we're looking for. This is called a strict curl. So that's why we do not allow any forward movement. So we're looking for no forward movement of the knees, the hips, or the shoulders. Foot position has to be side by side. You cannot place one foot in front of the other, and foot position cannot change throughout the lift. The one-arm dumbbell press, once you get bars loaded, enter the platform, the dumbbell will be on the floor. You can use 2 hands to clean the dumbbell to the shoulder. At that point, foot position can't change once one hand releases the dumbbell. That's your cue to the judge that you're ready to start the lift, which then you will receive a press command. The hand that releases the dumbbell cannot touch the body throughout the lift, and foot position cannot change. You can use pretty much any technique to press the dumbbell upward, and once you assume a finished lockout position overhead, we're not going to hold you, but we need to see that you have control. You'll receive a down command. At that point, the second hand can come back and help lower the dumbbell back to the floor under control. And that's the one-arm overhead dumbbell press. Bench for reps. The rules on bench for reps are the same as the regular bench press, minus the commands. So since you're benching for repetitions, there's no pause command or press command, and there's no rack command. So you'll come out and bench the weight for numerous repetitions until you fatigue or give up on the lift. And what we're looking for is no excessive bouncing off of the chest to create momentum. And the biggest thing is the lockout. The elbows have to lock out as a regular competition bench press finish position. We will demonstrate this at the lifters meeting, but that is the biggest infraction on the bench for reps is failure to lock out the weight. So you've got to make sure you lock the weight out. During the lift, head judge will be counting reps. The two side judges will be judging infractions. Once the lift is complete, judges will get together and total up the good reps. So if one judge calls 5 infractions and one judge calls 3 infractions, we split the difference in favor of the lifter. In that particular scenario, the lifter would get 4 reps minus off of the total as infractions. And that's the bench press for reps. The yoke bar squat. The bar will be a yoke bar instead of a regular barbell. All the rules will be the same as the regular competition squat as far as the commands and the depth we're looking for and all other infractions. With the yoke bar, we're looking for excessive momentum or an attempt to gain excessive momentum by driving the handles forward and upward, which moves the bar down the back. So we're looking for excessive manipulation of that in order to gain more strength while using that bar. So we're going to limit that movement to the handles coming upward and parallel to the floor. So if you're anywhere near those handles coming parallel to the floor, it's obvious that you're trying to create momentum or trying to manipulate the bar to get the weight up. So it's kind of a gray area, and again, we will visually demonstrate what we're looking for during the lifter meeting of the competition. The fat bar deadlift. On the fat bar deadlift, all deadlift rules are the same with the exception of the grip. The bar is much thicker and there's no grip on the bar, as well as no center markings or anything to indicate how to line up on the bar. So it's up to you as the lifter to position yourself as needed, and you have to use a double overhand grip. The thumbs can be under the bar or over the bar, but it has to be a double overhand grip. All other deadlift rules are intact, with the exception of that.